What's up, YouTube? So I have this whole entire package full of sheglam. I don't even know what's in here, but basically I got a comment the other day saying I should do a full face of sheglam, so you know that's exactly what we're gonna do today. But yeah, I'm gonna give y'all the full tea if these products are good or not. I've never tried sheglam before. Like, this is the first product. I don't even know what it is. It's a moisturizing primer. This packaging is crazy. So I just got her out the box. I did have to look up a few things about this because I was like, I really don't know anything about sheglam, and I'm looking at like a full face worth of products on my vanity right now. It does say that it's cruelty free, safe, and good for your skin, so hopefully all that is true, and that was written on crueltyfreeinternational.org, so hopefully that's reliable. I don't know, but I'm definitely about to try out this primer. The packaging outside of like the actual crazy packaging is really cute. I don't know if that's too much, but I'm gonna just take whatever was on that little like lid. I'm gonna just rub this onto my face. It kind of smells similar to like the Hydro Grip, and it feels kind of similar to the Hydro Grip or like the e.l.f. primers, which hopefully it works better than the Hydro Grip because I love milk products except the Hydro Grip primer. Like, it doesn't mix well with my makeup. Like, I always get separation, like no matter what I do. So, and it makes me sad because like I have really dry skin, so I need something super hydrating. So if this works, I'd be very happy. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. Let me see where the foundation was. I think it's this one. Okay, so I got it in the color Shell. It looks like it could match. It might be like a little orange, hopefully not. And then I guess we need concealer too. The concealer is right here. But yeah, I don't really know how reliable this brand is just because I heard it was owned by Shein, and Shein, they're fast fashion, so they're not exactly sustainable. Okay, it's like a brush. Kind of reminds me of like the LA Girl concealer. What shade did I get this in? So it also doesn't have like the shade on the actual thing, but I'm looking at it and it's in the shade Linen. All right, let's see. Okay, this is definitely super light. I was scared though, never tell. I don't know what type of coverage this is either. This is high coverage. For all that though, I'm gonna go in. The only thing I don't have is like brow powder from them or like any type of brow color. So I'm gonna go in with this Anastasia Dip Brow in Taupe and just fill in a few spots like up front. And then I'm gonna take this Morphe M421 brush. Okay, this concealer is literally white. It's so hard to tell online like what type of shade you are. That's making me a little scared for this foundation, especially if it's like more on the dark side. Then I'm gonna have some serious contrast. It's blending out like really pretty though. So far it's like playing really well with like primer, but I guess this is like all within the same line, so like you would think that they would make like their products so that it plays well together with their other products, but it makes me curious to see how like this primer does with like my other concealers and like my regular like routine that I use. This is so light. I'm only doing this for you guys, literally. Like, otherwise I would be like like, I thought I was pale, but I'm not this pale. Yeah, so far it's like really easy to work with. It's obviously the wrong color, but so far the concealer like blends out really pretty. I wouldn't say it's like the most full coverage concealer ever. I feel very like bright right now though. I'm just like spot conceal. I have like this crazy pimple like right on like the top of my nose, so it's giving Little Miss Rudolph. But yeah, basically I'm just gonna put this everywhere where I have like red spots. So I'm gonna just let that sit for a second, and then in the meantime I'm gonna try out this setting powder. It's the Insta Ready Face and Under Eye Setting Powder Duo. Okay, the powder is like extremely white also. So there's a pressed powder version, and then I guess the loose powder version, which is interesting. They're both like literally white, so I'm hoping it's just like a translucent powder. I don't really know which one I should use for my eyes though. I think just because I'm lazy right now, I'm gonna go on with like the pressed powder. Okay, when I like dip into it, I feel like it's not like very like fingers crossed that this is translucent, because if my eyes get any brighter, it's gonna be scary. Okay, it is, thank God. You can't even tell, but it's like white powder. So that's nice. It gives you like two options, like pressed powder or loose powder. I guess it's just like up to you which one you like better. I use both, honestly. Like I don't really have like a favorite. It's like regardless at the end of the day, as long as it gets on the puff, and it just has to make my skin look good, which I need to see right now. Okay, so I feel like it's giving like a little bit of flakiness, and I did put that primer like all over my face, so I feel like I shouldn't be having like dry spots like this. But now I'm gonna try the foundation. It's the Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation in Shell. I'm so scared. And I don't have a beauty blender right now that I can use for my foundation, so I'm gonna go in with this Morphe M6 brush, and I'm just gonna blend it in. Actually, okay, it looks darker, but like when I'm blending it, I think it actually matches. I don't know how it just did that, or maybe it was because it was mixed with the concealer. Honestly, it blends like really, really pretty. Like I'm looking at it right now and I have nothing bad to say. And my lips are so chapped right now. Hold on, I shouldn't even be speaking right now. So next up is contour. The packaging for this contour is super cute. It's in the color Soft Tan, and it's like super cool tone. I don't know how much to use of this. I'm gonna start with the forehead. Okay, it blends like so easily. Like that took like literally 2 taps and it was gone. That blends out so nice. I wish it had a little more pigment though, but maybe I just didn't use enough. Because I hate when like, my biggest thing with like contour is that I hate looking like super bronzed all the time and like orangey. My skin turns orange really, really quickly. So that's why I like to stay away from like all the warmer toned makeup products. If I were to compare it to the Fenty Beauty, this has like way more pigment, but they blend out really good, both of them. They're like completely different formulas. This is like a cream and this is not a cream, it's like a liquid. Alright, so this is the Nude Stereo Face 6 palette, and the inside looks like this. You already know I'm gonna go in with this color right here. Okay, the powder on top is really pretty. It doesn't look cakey at all. Like the powder just like melts into the foundation and whatever other product I have like on top. It's all just like melting together, because I hate when powders make you look cakey or like too powdery. Like I want my makeup to look like second skin basically. Full coverage or high coverage, I don't care. I just want it to look like really good on the skin. And my camera's overheating, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I let my camera chill out a little bit. I put the same powder that I used for my contour onto my eyelids just to kind of like chill out the brightness. And then I put the concealer everywhere where I normally put my concealer, and I've just been letting it sit for a little bit. It is so bright. I'm literally terrified to blend this in, especially because I've been letting it sit. I have 2 different setting powders. I have the Hydro Touch Refreshing Setting Powder, and then we can still try out the loose form of this one. So like a little bit torn on which one we should do. Okay, there's like a little note that says to keep the lid closed tight after using. Like, is it wet then? It's a pink powder. I guess we'll try out the loose powder on the other one a different day, because I kind of want to see if their pink powder is nice or not. I'm gonna just dip it into the water puff and get it ready. The setting powder feels really crazy. It feels literally wet, but it's a powder. My face feels wet. Like when I'm applying it, it feels wet. It leaves my skin looking like really pretty though. I wonder if I'll crease. I'm gonna put a little bit extra underneath. I guess this like formula is kind of similar to the Refy setting powder, because I heard it's like wet, but it's a powder. I've never tried it, but like I just seen it and heard about it. I don't know which one came first, because I don't know that much about Refy either. So I would have to like look that up, because I don't know if sheglam is pulling a Shein where they stole her formula, or if it was the other way around. I'm not a fan of this one. I don't know if it's just the color or like, I don't really know why I don't like it, but I don't like it. Okay, so that one's like the only flop so far. I'm gonna set the rest of my face real quick, and I guess we can try out the loose powder. So it's like got like a little twisty top, which is kind of nice, so you can like control how much comes out. Let's see how this sets, because if it sets my forehead like super dry, then we know that it's just this powder. But the only thing that's like the most concerning for me, the fact that it's a white powder. I'm like really scared that it's gonna give flashback memory. Let me see if it gave me any dry patches. Honestly, it didn't give me any dry patches. Alright, so this is like a liquid blush. I've been seeing it everywhere on TikTok. It's in the color Petal Talk. So it's like this super bright, like cool tone pink. So you know I'm excited. But like really bright. And I'm gonna use my regular blush brush. Actually, I see a little bit of like a mark, like as if it picked up some of my makeup or something. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's like this line like right here. And on this side, I feel like it didn't do that. And I don't know if it's because I waited too long or what. And the color is like pretty, but like I can also just go in with NARS Thrill, which is just like powder blush, like in a similar color, and get this look without it picking up my makeup. But I'm gonna try out this Floral Flush blush palette. It's like this. These are the options. I'm gonna try out this like really bright one. Also, the only thing I don't like about the packaging is that the palettes don't have mirrors. That's kind of like a big deal for me. Let me see if I can blend out that like line that I made. No, I don't know if you can like see that right here literally. I'm gonna see if I can fix it with this like Hydro Touch powder. So I think that's the only thing that can, like, cause it's like a liquid, you know what I'm saying? Do you see where my mind is going with that? I'm gonna try. No, I don't know. Okay, so the powder blush is really pretty, but the liquid blush, like the way it picked up my makeup, like not that big of a fan. The second to last thing that I'm gonna try is the highlight. But my camera's overheating, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I did do my eyes and my lips off camera, and now basically the last step, or the last two steps, is the highlight. It's a liquid highlight, and I'm a little nervous that it's gonna pick up my makeup the way it did with the blush, so I don't really know how I'm gonna apply this. I'm thinking maybe the brush first. I'm really scared. I just like don't want it to like destroy all the work that I've put into my face. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose. Why do I feel like it just picked up? I don't know. You can't really like control it that well. I'm gonna try to fix this. And I feel like it did just pick up some concealer that was on my forehead. I feel like it did pick up a little bit of my makeup, so I would say maybe also not a hit. And then the last thing that I'm gonna use is the sheglam Locked In Setting Spray. It looks like this. I guess it's upside down. It's a super fine mist. It smells really good. Also, I got this fan so I can finally use it. This is the final result of this makeup. I'm not sure I'm like obsessed in love. Like the bronzer powder is like beautiful, like look at that. But the highlight and the blush, the liquid blush and the highlight, I don't know. I'm gonna have to try them again because I'm not really sure. They're not approved by me yet. But the rest, it's not that bad. Because at the end of the day, like this whole face, like I looked it up, for like everything that I used today, it was under $80 for this full face. That's pretty crazy. Like price point wise, they're winning. Like as far as like affordability and everything, like I was even comparing it to e.l.f. and like other drugstore brands that I like. They're even more affordable than them, which is really crazy. I don't know how you can do that and be cruelty free and clean and good for the skin. I don't know. Would I buy these products again? I don't know. Maybe not all of them. Some of them are definitely like nice, but I think I have to do a little more like research on this brand because some things like telling me I'm like not sure if I can like trust it. And the thing is with like cosmeceuticals and everything, like there's really not that many regulations on it, so that's why I feel like even though it says something on the label, it might not actually be that in real life, so you gotta be careful. But for a first impression, a lot of them definitely were nice. The wet powder, I know that's not what it's called, but that's what I'm gonna call it. The Hydro Touch Refreshing Setting Powder was nice. The foundation was nice. The concealer was nice. I think it was just like the wrong shade, and I feel like it could also play a role in why I don't really I don't know, something's like throwing me off about this makeup, and I think it's because maybe I am a little bit too washed out. As far as like creasing goes, like it's already been an hour and I don't really have any like creasing under my eyes, but on my eyelids, I don't know if you can see, but there's like a little bit of like greasiness, oiliness. I have really dry skin, but I do have like kind of like oily eyelids, so if that's like a problem for you, keep that in mind when you're using these products. One of them was like a complete flop. I literally didn't like it, and I don't know if it's just from the color, but I literally didn't like it, and I didn't like the sponge that it came with either. So actually it would be more like maybe even $60 for this whole face. I had it on since 3:30, I want to say, and it's 7:26, and this is what it's looking like.